Yo, what is going on, Turf Team? Today I'm here to show you guys one thing and also let a little thanks out for everyone. It was about a year ago that we started up Madden Turf, the group and the website, to bring you guys content, tips, help, ebooks, and all that good stuff. And, just wanted to thank everyone for all their support over the entire year. Whether it was support with buying guides, memberships, ebooks, or just general support, helping us out, or anything like that. There's a lot of people involved in this that kind of got us to where we were this year. And, we really appreciate everyone's support for the year. Uh, we did a lot of great things, and we know we're looking forward to a lot of great things for Madden 16, and we can't wait for that to get started. So what I'm going to do as part of this little video for you guys, rather than just say thanks and cut something off, I want to show you guys how I ran Strong Close in the Gamer Saloon tournament to give everyone some help here. So what we're going to do first, Strong Close is obviously the play, and we're going to run a Y trail route. That's basically what I ran the entire tournament. So one thing you want to make sure here is you have a nice big tall receiver on the left, a good route runner here. You definitely want a tight end that can actually catch the ball and run routes. And what I like to do here in the fullback position, ideally, especially for something in like Mutt, you would want to put a tight end or a fast fullback here with pretty good route running and catching. Also, someone who could block. But if you're really just trying to pass out of the formation, since it is a fullback, you can actually put in a running back there. So that's what I'm going to do for this tip. Again, so like the way I was running it, I had like Kellen Winslow at my fullback spot for this. So, he's a decent enough blocker, but he's also good for the receiving. So we're going to just go against random play here. So the only adjustment I ever make is I put the fullback on a wheel route. I've been doing this since about Madden 12, this little scheme. I know I'm not God Thumbs running it or anything like that, who is basically Master Trunk Close, but this has been a favorite formation of mine for years now, probably about 4 years going. And Y Trail's always a great play out of it. So what we're really looking at here, obviously we know that the slant, the trail route, everyone's kind of seen that combination over time and how that really works. With pass leading half dead this year, the only pass lead I ever make on those routes is the trail route, and it's the pass lead up. There are two other parts here that I like as well. I do prefer having a mobile quarterback. So I believe this is man coverage, so this won't really work. But the wheel route of the backfield is great versus basically any zone combined with a rollout. So since this is man, let's just go ahead and, it's not man here exactly, and we're getting sacked. Great. This doesn't help the video at all, does it? And what are they sending? Engage 8? This is ridiculous. This is why I hate practice mode. Oh my god. Alright. So let's start out with the money maker. This fade route to X, you can rocket catch it. I don't know if people know that, but you definitely can. It's not necessarily a face catch. So I'm going to show you how to do this first. If the computer stops fucking running Engage 8, Jesus Christ. Alright, we're going to flip this up. I can't have them running Engage 8 when I'm trying to show you guys something. This is so dumb. So dumb. Let's go back to Y Trail. And for the sake of this all, as I keep getting texted, we'll just run cover 3. So the first thing, we're going to rocket catch this. So as the player gets downfield, as you see there, all you do is click on. And let me do it as I'm speaking. So wait for them to get downfield. You bullet pass it. You click on. You hold left trigger and Y on the Xbox. And that's the kind of that little rocket catch animation you get. Just like that. It's a wonderful, wonderful play. It definitely works better against corners with lower agility. So some of these 99 corners in Mutt, it's not super money verse. But the lower agility corners, it's definitely a killer. So let's, we've seen that, right? We all know what B does. But A, what I said here is how you can pass lead it up the trail route. So look at that. They're playing a decent zone. It looks fairly covered. But if you pass lead it up as he crosses, you actually get a nice play upfield kind of every time. So one thing you need to be very careful of is, with the slant and the trail route, a lot of people are kind of sitting on and waiting on it. It's so common that people see this, right? But what you're going to do as part of this scheme is as you start throwing this little face catch to X, people are probably going to start trying to man him up underneath as well, which is going to leave basically left of hash open for your slant or your trail coming across, right? Wonderful. That's kind of what we want. And that's why it's more of just an entire scheme. So you have to make sure that you throw all the routes. The second thing that we like to do is this wheel route from the running back. So if you roll out, you can actually get him sucked down and do all that. This also is only good if someone doesn't really have like a crazy contain out there to come get you. So as you roll out, you basically just play suck the zone down that game. And so if someone clicks on to user it, you just have to kind of make your own play, right? Do I run it with a quarterback? Or do we pass to the running back there? This works great versus cover 3s, cover 4s, not man. This wheel route, it's a slow developing wheel route. It doesn't really do much. But one thing I want to show you where it murders, absolutely murders, is cover 2s. Just destroys cover 2s. Whether it's a cover 2 invert or a cover 2, it doesn't really matter. So we're running this against cover 2 press. And you just have to kind of be patient. And as you watch and you wait, and look how open that bad boy gets. It will always happen versus a cover 2. The reason why, and you're kind of probably thinking that there's no real deep route there to draw the safety over. What it is that it's developed so slowly that the safety just kind of doesn't attack it. For some reason in the game, the safety will just not attack it whatsoever. So you're going to see that so open so often. Let's run it again just so you guys see it's not fake. I'm not lying to you. There it is. So if you're playing someone who runs a lot of cover 2 invert, let's run it against an invert, just for argument's sake as well, just to show you guys. And so the way I scheme this is to put them all together, and you get a great scheme. That's extremely difficult to defend. Okay, so if Cam, we get the block here. So for argument's sake here, I'm going to block the tight end as well. Just to have an extra blocker just to show you guys that you can actually have time for this. And it doesn't seem to matter because this O-line sucks for the Panthers and the Bucs D-line is actually pretty good. I probably should have picked some shitty team to play against. But same sort of thing. Cover 2 invert, bam. Money. If you can incorporate all of these reads into the way you play, you're going to do very well. You're going to do very, 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 very well. Another thing, so throw in this fade route versus a cover 2, especially an invert. You see how the safety or the deep blue really is playing it very differently. He's not necessarily trailing. One thing I would be cautious of is if you're playing anywhere but the right hash, you throw this, it's still possible to catch it, but it's not as good. So if you're not on the right hash, just be aware of that. If you are on the right hash, though, I would throw this route differently. What I would do is a pass lead, bullet pass outside, instead of just a bullet pass straight. And you kind of wait till you see the safety kind of break and turn a little bit there, and he's going to be open quite often. That would be the same versus a cover two sink even. Um, so again, like on a play like this, you just have options. So many options to go on. And it's great. This is a great play. I ran this primarily through the tournament. It's really difficult. I find you get the advantage when you start to throw that phase / rocket catch early, and it will open up this entire play a lot. So that's kind of it. I threw this together really quickly, so I apologize if it seems rushed or kind of incomplete, but that's kind of all I got for you guys. Again, thanks for the support. We're going to try and keep putting out videos till Madden 16 drops. Mostly older gameplay, but that's about it. So I'm Cece, and I'm out.